Action. Take two. That was a bad start to the show.
Whose fault is that?
It's my fault.
Yeah.
Well, I liked it better when you looked into the camera, did the thing.
I don't know
You
why
keep
he
saying
won't do
it.
it.
Why don't you do it? Here.
Guy, you're the one with the controls.
No.
You're the one.
It's supposed to be from the other camera.
It has its own dedicated camera pointed right at you.
I know, there's a format there. You don't follow the format.
Look at the screen. It's you.
He just refuses to follow directions.
Come on.
Why can't he just go along to get along?
Did you go to your Trump rally yesterday?
No, not yesterday.
The day before?
I forget what day it was.
You went to a Trump rally?
I sure did.
Talking to the mic. Go ahead. Come on. It's all yours.
Do you think he follows his route or just does what he wants?
I don't know.
This guy's like Bill O'Reilly. He wants to do his opening monologue every show.
Who, me?
Him.
All
man.
I said is introduce yourself. That's all.
Hey, you never say names. You don't even say the name of the show. You forget our sponsors.
Fuck off. You guys do it if you want to do it. Who wants to listen to me talk about anything? Suppose we're about to find out, actually.
You have a fan. They told you.
Yeah.
Who?
I can't.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Deep Ukraine.
Deep you.
I haven't seen the stats. Have we lost that person?
No, I don't know. It was the last show. She looks forward to Ukraine updates.
So her,
Yes.
the Ukrainian person,
Yeah. Your mother.
my mother. That's the big three. That's why we do this. That's why I wake up in the morning.
Every time I run into your mother, I have great conversation. She's a nice lady.
Oh, she is a great woman.
Yeah.
All right.
She's fun.
Let's start the show.
All right.
We do want to ask about your Trump rally, but we'll get to it in a second.
Can we
First,
just talk about how freaking hot it is in here?
is it? You guys are like old or something. It seems perfectly fine to me.
It's like inside Lowell's armpit. It's just wicked hot. Just really hot.
It's a little steamy.
Just in case Bash says something funny.
Just in case.
Yeah, baby.
No promises.
In the rare
I was gonna
event.
say something else. In the what?
In the rare event.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Can I start now?
Yeah, start.
Welcome back to the Women's World Cup Power Hour here. We're down to the final 8. And actually, our show, you took Spain, you took England,
Yeah.
begrudgingly,
Yeah.
and I took the long shot, Australia. All still alive. Look at us.
Yeah.
We know. What a show.
Japan surprised me.
Japan's excellent. And that's our Women's World Cup update.
There you go.
Megan Rapinoe. Oh, and we all said the USA was going to stink and lose.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
good
they
for
would
us.
do.
All right, so Megan Rapinoe, that's how we say her name. You and Teddy have annoyed me for the last years.
Why?
How do you say her name?
I don't know now.
Rapinoe.
Yes, Rapinoe.
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 I'm telling her to hurry
Yeah,
up.
right.
You wouldn't have
Guido
lost if
Batch
you-
over here. Yeah.
You wouldn't have lost if you were a little faster.
For the people that hate her, which are many, and people that love her, what a choke job by her.
Oh yeah,
massive choke job.
That was. Well, she's like really old now, right? I mean,
She's not. Yeah, she's like 39. Which
it's
is
like 59 and men.
You know, with that hair, I think she was the choking type.
switch seats. I gotta look it up because all right, now she's done. She's retired from the World Cup. Her wife is don't act surprised there.
It's me and him, right?
No.
No, my gosh, you're there.
The love triangle, Nomar, Mia, and
Yeah.
Megan.
Yeah, three
No, her
ladies.
wife is
Three ladies.
Sue Bird, who's like a really good
Oh yeah,
basketball
she was
player.
Connecticut, I think.
UConn, back-to-back
Yeah.
championships, right?
Are you surprised I knew that?
Yes, actually, a little bit I am.
I'm a well-rounded.
No,
person.
you are well-rounded. You're weirdly well-rounded.
Yeah, well,
there's things you should know that we talk about. And there's things you should have no idea about, and you're just nail them. You're like an expert on it.
It's the Guinness.
All right, so yeah, Megan Rapinoe. Oh, I gotta find her.
Rapinoe.
So, her wife retired, right? Sue Bird.
Oh, she's been retired for years, right?
No, she just retired. I don't know. They just had a retirement thing like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, all right.
So they're having this big thing, and she's,
They always take the over on the WNBA games. They hit a lot.
I don't pay any
do they
attention.
really?
Yeah, they do. Anyways,
The only thing the viewers want to hear more about is, other than women's soccer, is definitely the WNBA. Carry on.
Well, we're merging the two.
Oh, I can't wait.
No, this is good. So this is the end of Megan Rapinoe. Sue Bird retires, and dead serious, Megan Rapinoe says, "Congratulations on like arguably the best career that anyone has ever had in the history of any sport ever." She said that dead serious.
Wow.
That's how little sports debate we are.
all right.
Sue Bird won 2 titles, right? I didn't know much about her NBA career. I'm not going to lie to you. You guys, well, you're the weird one. Do you know anything about Sue Bird's career?
Not. I mean, I knew she
Okay,
was top
that's
in
the quote
league,
right
but,
there,
yeah.
right? The greatest athlete in the history of any sport ever.
Yeah.
Career
Including
stats.
men?
Yes. Career stats.
Yeah.
She averaged 12 points a game,
Well, that's 10 more than anybody else in the league.
Wow.
5 rebounds, and like 2 assists. That's her career stats.
Yeah, but you got to prorate it.
Goat.
All right, there you go. She was a woman. Yes, that's true. No, it's... Sorry, that was just... I saw that quote. I'm like, how on earth can you say that?
That's a really good sports question, though. Who had the greatest career of all time?
Yeah. Pele, Michael Jordan, or Sue Bird? Big 3. Just say Bird.
Jim Thorpe. Every time I say Jim Thorpe, I automatically think of Otis Thorpe, and I got to remember which one's which.
I get those. Jack Nicklaus, Jack Nicholson. No
same
idea
thing.
which. No clue which one's which.
On a side note, I was playing craps with some WNBA girls late night a week and a half ago.
Oh, really?
And,
Should have brought your wife. Did they take a fancy to your wife?
People are going to think it's a casino. It was just hung outside in the alley.
Yeah.
Shooting dice.
No, it's at Mohegan Sun. That's where they play.
Nickel slots. They don't get paid much, I heard.
No. Well, the way this girl was betting, I don't know, man. She must have been making some money.
Oh yeah? Who was it?
I don't even know. I don't know any of their names.
They make a lot of money, but they don't make teacher money.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, no, they don't make Paul George's 2-year contracts,
Here we go.
2.5% money. Back when the Onion was funny, remember the
Yeah, the Onion
yeah.
used to be great.
one of the all-time. I don't find this funny. It's very rude, but other people might find it funny. Their headline was "Breast Cancer Launches WNBA Awareness Month."
Not bad.
That's a good line.
Oh, the Onion
That's a
used to be
great
so
line.
good.
I think you could have just let that one rip without a disclaimer.
You never know. Listen, I gotta be the straight man here to you two comedians. All right, there's your women's WNBA update. We have news to get to here, but we gotta ask.
go ahead.
I gotta ask. You sent Batch and me myself a text a couple weeks ago. Okay?
Carry on.
Do you remember what your text said? Go on, you think
Word
about
for
you-
word, no.
Get it close.
The gist of the idea was
Get it close.
when you're in line at a wake and you've been standing still for like 10 or 15 minutes and no one's moved, like, is it okay to tell people to kind of, hey, can we move along? Kind of thing.
Okay, actually,
Kind of
here.
like a curb your enthusiasm moment.
Well, I've got your exact quote. Me and Batch are just living our lives normal. We get this text from you. Is it socially acceptable to ask people in line at a wake to get moving?
Well, there you go.
To which I responded, are you texting us from the line right now? And Han responded, yes. Haven't moved an inch in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, how did it all play out?
I just waited patiently.
Oh, you are a coward.
Well, you know what? I wasn't close to the people, so it was all the receiving line that everyone was telling, their life story to, one at a time.
and
And
we all know this.
I don't think you can yell across the funeral home. I just
No. It's a lot of hand and eye signals. You're like a Navy SEAL. You gotta,
I guess it would depend on whose wake you're at.
it's true. So
So some people that would be okay.
No, it's a great question, wake etiquette, because what do you do? Like, I've been in that spot,
Yeah,
right?
wakes are just socially awkward anyway.
Oh my God, they're unbelievable. Do you like wakes?
One of my favorite things. No, I don't really like the lake.
I don't know. You're
I hit a lot of lakes, but I mean, you got to go. But there's definitely some flaws in the way it's set.
They say you're in Han's situation. There's the line.
Yeah.
Then you kneel and pray, and then there's the family and whatever, the closest relatives.
Right.
How about when that person gets up from the prayer and just talks for like a half hour,
Oh, it's a
and
lot.
you're stuck
Yeah. Oh yeah.
behind it?
Yeah, you're bumming.
You got to have like a shot clock behind people.
Yes, you do. You need like an usher.
Yeah.
Let's go, Grandpa. Move along here. We got a line.
During COVID, I went to a COVID wake, and you had to stand apart, the whole thing. And they had a guy.
Air hugs?
There was no hugging.
Of course not.
It's kind of awesome, right? And then,
You could die.
but the guy was like, he was hurrying people along because, it was just taking forever. It was pretty good because of the contact thing. I'm like, they gotta maintain this the whole time. Shot clock would be a little better though.
Shot clock is a good idea.
Yeah, behind each person in line.
A talk clock, yeah.
Talk clock. Oh, you got a name for it.
Well, whatever we're gonna call it.
Tell them that we can make some cash.
So the other thing I would do.
Interesting.
The other thing I would
Power.
do is
Brought to you by the Power Hour.
I would set it up like a bank.
We'll have an ad underneath it.
Like
Sorry,
a
go
bank.
ahead.
You got lanes, right? So if you're just there to see one person,
Fast lane.
yeah, you can stand in that lane. And then you got like
2 handshakes or less.
a pasty everybody lane. So if you're in like just seeing the guy at the end lane and you see that somebody's coming to see the whole family lane, you just get in like people just get in.
Well, sometimes you have to do that because again, when someone's hogging the line at the beginning, it's like you gotta like, what's up?
Yeah, this isn't a bad idea. I mean, there should be a fast pass line for sure.
Definitely. It should be a little more organized.
Like there should be a space for if you want to tell someone your life story and you want to catch up on the last 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, just let people go. Yeah.
Let's go.
Circle about and return.
Well, you do corners.
Look at the line behind you.
Yeah. See all those people who haven't moved an inch in 15 minutes? Yeah, they'd like to
that
get
guy
this.
is texting someone actually in a wake right now.
They want an end to this social awkwardness.
I think I got it. So most wake places, right, most funeral homes will have at least 2 rooms, right? So that's 8 corners, right? So you get somebody in every corner. If you want to hit all 8 corners, great. But you can just go to the corner of the people that you want to see. So you spread them out.
Will they fight over that? Like who gets closest to the casket? That's prime real estate.
So I would definitely go with, closest living relative.
Widows.
Yeah, like widows, whatever. Like
kids.
Grandchildren, come on. Like grandchildren shouldn't be in the line.
No, yeah. I remember the first time I went to a wake, I was 14.
14, that's kind of late.
Freshman year. Yeah, that's not bad. First freshman year. Original freshman year. And you know how scared you are? When was the first time you went?
I can't remember.
Probably the same one.
Maybe.
So our grandfather died.
That's probably 6. I don't know.
I'm saying it's talk about social awkward. When you're first a kid going to a wake, you have no clue. You're terrified. You have no idea what's happening. I mean, your grandfather's there. We went in so nervous and no clue what to do. You've never been there. You don't know about the line. You don't know about kneeling and praying and any of it. Just walked in. I was standing there nervous, and Lyman Rourke is standing there. Okay? So I got my grandfather, who I love dearly. My grandmother's there crying. I'm standing there, no idea what to do. Lyman Rourke, who you would have loved very much or hated. They would have got along. He's the most unique person that ever lived. But I'm standing there, I don't know what to do. He goes, come here. He waves me over. He looks me in the eye and he puts his hand on my shoulder and he says, who did your tie? You look like an asshole. I was like, oh, okay. That'll break the ice. I just turn around. I'm like, all right. I'm in.
And if you knew Lyman, you knew fashion advice was his strong suit. For sure.
What's your go-to line? Do you have a go-to line?
No, sorry for your loss.
Yeah, that's the best one. That is the best line of them all.
That's the only line, isn't it?
Oh, the worst is, it's good to see you. Like, you ever slip one of those out? Like, you haven't seen somebody?
No, I'm worse than that. I suck at praying. Like, I am the worst prayer ever. When you kneel down. Huh?
How do you screw up praying?
You know why? Because it's the socially awkward. You're standing there in line. You're like, all right, I got to do this. I got to move here. I got to go. They get up. I go kneel.
There's no prayer auditor.
My brain goes blank.
What do you mean?
Like my last 4 prayers have been.
Wait a minute. Well, are you dissatisfied with your prayer?
Yeah, my prayers are horrible.
No one knows.
I'm just telling you, it's like you said, it's this weird, awkward thing, and then it's your turn. I know.
I'm not going with him anymore. It's shitty prayers.
Well, that's the thing. It's the weird thing where no one knows that I suck at praying.
Well, what do you mean? Are you praying something bad?
Oh no, I don't think. I just choke. I'm saying, I went to my last wake.
What's it? Because
the father.
How do you choke at a prayer?
Just my brain goes blank. Like I'm sitting there like.
So like you get up and you're like, no shit, I didn't pray.
No, I kneel down and I go.
Maybe he needs the.
I wasn't mentally.
He needs the wraparound.
He needs a prayer rug.
I wasn't prepared. I'm looking, I'm talking to people doing this, and I just kneel down. I'm like, my brain goes just blank.
How are you not prepared? The prayer part, that's like that signal that it's almost over.
No.
Social awkwardness is
no one knows this. I go through the motions perfectly. I kneel down. I do a good 15 seconds, not longer, not less. I'm in there. My brain just freezes. It's just like this.
Now,
how about this weather?
what are you doing? Like, hey, this Undertaker did a hell of a job. Homie looks better now. In the
I'm jealous. Everyone's giving good prayers. You can tell they're like, oh, I loved you forever. I'll take care of your family.
You gotta do what
I'm sitting there, I just fucking brain dead.
Hey, so I'll give my secret. I count 7 elephants.
Oh, you say, yeah, that's what I need.
Yeah, that's what they do.
It's the one time where no one knows you suck at praying, but there's a chance the dead person does.
Well, no, you say, like, if you don't know them, you're like, hey, sorry. You know,
you're worried you're going to be audited by the dead person at the wake?
I'm saying, if there's an afterlife, it's going to be like my last 4 wakes I've gone to have been just horrible prayers.
No, you say, listen, I was a little nervous.
Yes.
I did 7 elephants. I wanted to keep the line moving.
I need to get.
He's going to go to the pearly gates and, whoa.
Really?
Remember that attempt at a prayer?
And it's like everyone thinks I'm deep in prayer, and I'm like, let it rain this summer.
If we're going to talk about this for a second, I had this thought once, right? That imagine if you die, right? A couple of years die. You go up to heaven. You're like with some guy from wherever. You're standing in line. The dude comes out that sorts all that stuff out. Probably like St. Peter.
Peter Gabriel. I mean, St. Peter here.
It's probably, I mean, unless you're a celebrity, you're probably meeting like an underling, right? So he's like, hey, what have you done? You're like, I led a really, Christian life. I did this. Not you, but like just
right.
Some good person.
I always gave good prayer at the wake. Like I did a bunch of really good things.
No, it's not a big picture. It's an individual.
And then there's like this other guy.
People there like looking at me.
Then the other guy's like, I was a gambler. I was a philanderer. I did this. And then I embezzled. I killed a couple people. Whatever. And then St. Peter's like
St. Petersburg
like,
Gabriel.
He can go in. And the other guy's like, you're like, what? He all this bad stuff, and he gets in, and like, yeah. That guy has his appendix. You don't. And that's it. The appendix is the whole reason you get in.
You've just spleens missing, right? What do you think about spleens?
Could be spleen. You never know. Maybe
tell that story again. Could you change it to spleen?
You could, but it could. Maybe it's like, imagine if like, hey, do you have your wisdom teeth? You're like, no. Like this is why I have it so empty.
That's why my face has been numb. I sound like a moron for the last year.
Go to a dental chop shop. That's what you get.
How about?
Didn't you go to a dental student?
No, I went to a real place. Oh. I thought it was butcher house.
Ungentle dental.
It was someone's kitchen, but he didn't realize it was.
Just to wrap this up, I need to get like the smelling salts like quarterbacks like Tom Brady does before a game. When I get to the end of the line,
like
I need to get
amphetamines.
Game.
I'm telling you, 7 elephants.
That's really, but that's rude. That's intentionally rude.
It's not.
If you've had this problem for so long, why don't you just come up with a plan?
It's not. It's just a 4 bad streak. I'm on a bad run right now.
I'm on a bad run.
Actually, what I need? The quarterback, like the cheat sheet on the wrists.
Yeah, you need a prayer sheet.
Now, I have a question.
That's a good idea. Right? Like you can,
So I went to someone's wake.
I would just dress as a quarterback. I blacked out. I just came from practice.
It was someone's father, amen, right?
Yeah, I just came from Nor'easter's practice. Sorry.
So he's a big horse racing guy.
Black.
So in the casket, he had all this horse racing stuff.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Program.
This is a famous person or someone you were to?
This is a wake I went to.
Okay.
It's like years ago.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So I just have a question for you. It's like while I'm theoretically praying in this situation, I'm like paying attention to all the stuff he's got, the program.
It's distracting.
Yeah,
he's probably checking the lines.
like is that the day that Secretariat ran? Like, what is that? But it kind of distracts my brain.
Were there like racing forms
so
in there?
Is your
like
praying being distracted by something?
No, my brain is. I get to the line, I'm standing there, whatever, trying to be cool. And I go kneel down, and my brain just freezes. That's what happens.
At Hans Wake,
I see old women like go to church, like, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
She can pray. She knows what she's doing.
At Hans Wake,
I am a sucker.
Instead of prayer cards, you guys give out football cards.
There you go. For amusement only.
For amusement only.
Entertainment only.
All right, tell us about your Trump rally.
Where was the Trump rally?
Well, there was a rally like 10 minutes from my house.
You remember that trailer park in Atkinson, New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Was it a nice stadium near there?
Yeah. So Wyndham High School.
Oh,
okay.
So it's in a nice neighborhood, actually.
I was there yesterday.
So it was interesting. I'll say that.
Is it a downtown location?
No.
Is it centrally located?
It's definitely not. It's a beautiful campus, though.
Oh, I bet.
Brand new high school.
Facilities right there on
a lot of trees
next to the school.
Yeah,
lots of trees, lots of parking.
Good idea.
Was it a big crowd?
Very big crowd. So it's
energetic crowd, I suppose.
Very energetic crowd. Yes, they are into it.
A lot of white sheets.
No white sheets.
A lot of white people.
A lot of.
You have to ask. It's New Hampshire.
A lot of juiced out brothers, though. I'll say that.
Oh, really?
Oh, they were.
They weren't steroid.
Jacked. Huh?
They weren't steroid testing at the rally.
No, I'm not the security team. No steroid testing going on there.
Oh, he doesn't have Secret Service anymore.
Secret Service, and there's like side guys that are in there, just kind of patrolling.
Were you wearing a MAGA hat?
No.
What's their name? The Proud Boys? Is that the?
Yeah, that's your group, right? The Proud Boys?
No, I'm not part of it. Nice try, though.
Oh, you're not proud? Were the Proud Boys there?
Well, it was
they all in jail.
So what was funny, one of the clips I saw, so Trump during his speech, he's like, it's like 105 degrees in here. I'm sweating bullets. He's like, whoever was in charge of the AC, I don't know what they were doing today, you know?
It's the InsideLowell HVAC
like,
team.
Yeah, right.
So what he says is he goes, watch.
He's like, oh, shit.
He's like, I'm sweating bullets up here because it's 105. He's like, but watch, the mainstream media will say that I looked terrible. You know, The fake news will have a report of how sick I look. And sure enough, I watched the news like a day or two later. Did you see? Oh, he looked horrible. He looked sick.
I bet it was entertaining. Like Trump has moments where he's entertaining for sure.
It's funny. Well, it's funny because you hear a president and he's like, "All this crap time I got to spend with this legal junk. It's all bullshit." And it's like, presidents don't usually talk like that. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy?
funny.
So a few years ago, when he came to the Tsongas, right?
Yeah.
Trump at the Tsongas, and a couple of local politicians went. Now, I don't blame them. Like, if you,
Oh no, this is like 2015, 2016.
yeah,
right?
like why wouldn't you go? And then it became,
course.
then like they get plastered all over the place as being.
And whatever they made Trump out to be, he wasn't that bad then. Like he had the
Nobody thought he was going to win, and it was
no, but when he came down the stairway to start his original thing,
hilarious.
right? But I'm saying that annoyed some people. Sure, I forget what he said about the immigrant thing.
But you know what?
You gotta be careful what you say about immigrants.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get to that next.
But on a serious note, right? Like they take super good care of veterans. Like, so I could see where
Trump?
he gets this rampant following. Oh yeah,
What time was it?
it was like the middle of the day.
Okay, it's the same Biden.
Trump's policies are good.
Biden.
I just hate him.
Biden
He's just
Yeah. He actually, another weird part about it is people just yell during the rally. Like they all feel compelled to just like chime in.
that's the worst.
Which I hate. I just want to tell you. So someone was shitting on Chris Christie, calling him fat or something. And
That's original.
And Trump actually kind of like, hey, don't do that kind of thing. I was like, whoa, like is a different side of Trump here?
Kind of gentle.
What's going on?
I will say though, as a fat man, I will say that that poor guy has the worst kind of fat. Like he's got butt, like
Chris Christie.
yeah, he's got like ass fat, and then he's got like I can't say it. I don't think I can say it. Like he looks like.
Hold on, does it start with a C?
Well, no, like he looks like he's got that like
I think we
that.
said everything except for that one.
He's got like that front fat. You know what I mean? Like he looks like Humpty Dumpty a little bit. Like he's got
Oh yeah, no, it's a tough.
his fat's in unfortunate
He's not
places.
well balanced fat.
It's like
Yeah.
a Mr. Potato Head kind of thing, right?
Wobbly.
Yeah, like it's very unfortunate.
So why'd you go to this rally? I
don't really know why.
You are just getting sucked in. You are like the right
What
wing.
am I sucked into?
The right wing is just sucked.
I like DeSantis.
I'm a JFK Jr.
Which, by the way, they hate DeSantis.
I'm a JFK Jr.
Why? Just because he's running against Trump.
They
That's
just
it.
they just hate DeSantis.
DeSantis has good policies too, and it's
I
just
know.
nope. His name's not Trump.
I'm not a fan of his.
I like Ramaswamy
He's just
as well.
fading away. Who?
Vivek.
Nah, he's a World Economic Forum plant. Oh,
JFK Jr. baby,
is.
that's my guy.
he used to work there.
No, he didn't.
Klaus Schwab. He did something with them. Yes. Look deeper.
You look deeper.
I did look deeper.
He sued the World Economic Forum for putting them on his letter.
For freaking back pay. I don't know why. I just saw one thing that he was tied to them.
I think just like a week or two ago, the World Economic Forum had to issue him an apology and
Oh, really?
we're sorry, you told us not to, because they just put him on there. They invited him to something.
Yeah.
And
That's
they
the
put him
thing
on their list of new entrepreneurs, global,
he didn't go to
global leaders, and he said, "Please don't put me on your list. I didn't ask for this. Take me off."
Then I take it back because I don't mind that guy. He seems pretty good.
Yeah, well, there you go.
What, say his name
Believe me,
again?
no, I'm not backing anybody that's down with the World Economic Forum.
Is his name Klaus Van what?
Klaus Schwab? Or what's the guy's name?
Klaus Hitler Schwab.
No. The guy you just said.
Which guy?
The guy running for president.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Okay. No, he's solid. You know him?
Not really.
He's
Like I
good.
said,
He's real good.
I'm JFK Jr. all the way.
JFK Jr.
I actually like JFK Jr. too.
Yeah, You guys gonna be voting in the Long Island Sound or?
No.
I want to vote for RFK, not JFK Jr.
Wait, did I say JFK
You
Jr.?
bumped it.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez. How about that?
Well, fish him out.
Wow.
You know,
Just-
a lot of people say he's still alive anyway, man.
That's right. He goes to Trump rallies. They say.
Come out of nowhere.
You know that theory? JFK Jr. is like a big Trump supporter, and he goes in costume to all the rallies.
He'd be over 100.
And he was supposed to come out for the election, but
What, him and Elvis?
it's people genuinely believe that. QAnon people.
I can't believe you're not saying JFK Jr.
Yeah, we just went along with it. I knew who you were talking about.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I just dove and crashed.
This is unbelievable. We're trying to give information to people, and it's just
I'm spewing nonsense.
It's amateur
over here.
hour.
I know.
all right. How much crap did you get for your article you wrote?
Not much. Just one reference to the U.S. turning away Nazis. Other than that,
Can I give you some crap?
sure.
Read your headline.
The SSS apportionment is sinking fast.
I've never heard the word apportionment in my life. Is that a normal word?
Yeah, so they.
Have you ever heard apportionment?
Yeah.
For what?
That's how they.
It's like
dole
the-
I
out-
understand. I understand that I'm dumb.
It's like
so-
representation. based
Apportionment?
on population.
Yeah, that's how they dole out the.
That's how like the House of Representatives is structured.
I've never seen it written. I've never seen that word written.
Oh well.
I'm saying it looks very fancy.
Oh okay.
He doesn't know how to pray and he doesn't know vocabulary.
I didn't know how to say it. That's why I just told you.
Oh. That's what they call it. That's why. That's the only.
Besides the title, very good article.
That's yeah. I mean,
So those who don't know, go on Inside Lowell. You can look it up. The Inside Stories tab.
all I'm saying
The
is if
SS apportionment.
we're having trouble in the state with the people that we already have, and yet we keep encouraging people to come. And it's not fair. The ones that are here, it's not fair to the ones that are coming in. Like our system is broken, so we got to fix it before we can do anything else.
Well, didn't Maura Healey just ask everyone to start taking in migrant families into their homes?
What a terrible idea. What if like if you're a serial killer, like, oh, that's a great idea. I'll take 15 of those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a new room every day.
Things didn't work out over there at
I'm saying DeSantis sent 50 people right to Martha's Vineyard. Was it 50?
yeah.
50. And they called in the National Guard. Imagine you're a border town with 1 million.
Well, things are going great in New York, right?
Oh, and they keep coming. It's actually about time that.
Well, that's what when you want to
the
get up
only
there and
way.
wave your sanctuary city flag, and this is what you're going to get.
It's rare that Republicans do something useful and smart.
Yeah.
I'm saying they like to talk a big game and tweet great, but they don't actually do anything. They're actually physically doing something now, which is smart. And get ready, like this is more. Like every migrant that comes into Texas, they're just gonna keep doing it.
And listen, if there's a need, like there is a little bit of a need. So I'm sure there's places that could use some extra labor, or whatever. But like the way we're doing it, there's no order to it. There's no plan. There's no. It's just,
We have an immigration system. If we need people, this entire world that wants to come here, we have a system.
It's not exactly safe either.
well, no. And if you want to identify people that need to seek asylum, it's not that hard. Like there's a list. These are the countries that need asylum. Or if you want to let people there's ways to do this. And right now, if you got 20,000 people in Massachusetts that are needing like families that need housing, and you're like, hey, let's bring in some more people. Like it's a dumb idea.
Yeah, let's take over St. Jean D'Arc School and just.
Oh yeah, we don't need that for anything.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that did come out of nowhere.
They tried. It was a smooth try though. They're like, oh, here's a nice. I forget what it was. Like, here's a nice big check for the city of Lowell. Oh yeah, by the way, can you take a couple thousand people?
I mean, the idea to put, what is it? They're trying to put the.
I mean, last I checked, the city of Lowell doesn't own St. Jean D'Arc School, do they?
no, Archdiocese does. So they
Just the Jean
It's gotta be
does,
the
right?
No, the Archdiocese owns it.
I'm saying though, she would straighten that place out. Put her in charge.
But I mean, the idea of doing, what are they trying to do? The idea was that they're going to put some special ed kids in there to centralize services a little bit more.
It is, right? Yeah, instead of paying to bus them to all these
Yeah,
other
that's a great
communities.
idea.
For sure.
Oh, hey, how about like this local need? I heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard there's some people that are homeless in Lowell.
You sure?
I don't know. So maybe you could do that, or like, I don't know. It seems like let's just take a bunch of people that aren't even here yet.
It's only going to get way worse because it's like clearly the southern governors see that it's working and they're just going to flood the zone. So get ready. Everything that could go wrong with Biden's immigration policy has gone. The only thing left really bad, unfortunately, that's going to happen is someone from like a terrorist watch list is going to come through and do something horrible. Like that's everything else that's bad has happened. That's the last one. And that's the one where it's like,
Short of
what are we doing here?
there's also 100,000 kids that are unaccounted for, right?
I'm saying that's part of the package.
That's not good either.
Every bad thing,
Yeah.
It's not working.
every bad thing that can happen has happened. There's just one horrific event
But all
yet to happen. But everyone knows, unfortunately, it's going
But
to
the
happen.
social justice fundamentalists, they're all like the super lefty Marxists, whatever they are. But they're all like, if you say one thing, if you say, hey, this isn't working, it's like, oh, you're anti this or you're anti. I'm like, no, you're not. It's just let's try to make this thing work before we.
Batch,
add
that's
on
the
to
game.
problem.
If you don't bow at the altar 100%, then you're the enemy.
Yeah.
Right on
You're
cue.
evil and you have to be destroyed.
Like we said, everyone go on Inside Lowell, read Batch's story, article. What do you call it? It's not an article online, right?
I don't know what it is.
Blog post.
Just a
Either way, it's
post.
good. It's very
It's
good.
an editorial.
Thank you.
I like it just says Batch. I was trying to think of what movie or TV show someone just had a business card and just said like
Batch.
Newman or something like that.
Madonna?
No, it was like a comedy thing and just Batch. Ace reporter, Batch. So he writes the story about how Lowell in Massachusetts can't take all these people. They just can't handle it. Got to deal with their own issues. The very first reply to your story, which can also be read on Inside Lowell, from Tom. No last name. We wouldn't give it anyways. We respect the anonymity here. From Tom. Remember when the USA sent a ship of Jewish refugees back to Germany in late 1930s? Same arguments. Sad. And then just the prayer thing, which I think is kind of a shot at me from today's show.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
He's probably like, and your sucky prayer.
Yeah,
co-host. If he only knew. But any response to that?
Yeah, I responded right after.
Oh, well, it's not very
I
gotta do everything for you here.
No, I got a huge response.
Oh, Jesus, you do.
Damn right I did.
I'm not reading all
No, I
that.
don't
Just
read
this, if you want to check it out, go on Inside Lowell.
Yeah.
Did you give it to him good?
I think so.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good.
I said I knew that was coming.
You want to? I gotta. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. There's been some good articles. Teddy's had a few really good ones.
Teddy's on fire right now.
Yeah.
Teddy is this Inside Lowell. It's finding its groove.
Belvedere Blanche, that she's had some great stuff in there.
Just the breaking news and like the story with all the migrants coming and not coming and
He's got good
funding
sources.
for the city.
He's got really good sources.
He's got great sources, and again, he's getting the stuff out quick. So
My favorite comment though is somebody being like, "I thought this was just gonna be local news, not opinion pieces."
oh,
I
really?
don't know. I'm like, I don't say
I
it.
chimed in on that one.
A cat,
yeah, that's right.
A cat was stuck in the street, stuck in a tree on the school street today.
Paving goes awry on first.
Yeah, right. He was supposed to do a quarter mile. He did a third of a mile.
It's off by a centimeter.
Here's a headline. Australian mom refuses to get rid of her child's lice because she's a vegan.
Wait, what?
This is a real story. What are vegans? Like, I know they don't eat meat and dairy, right?
No, they don't eat any.
Anything even close.
No animal products. So they don't use soap either.
Usually when your child gets
I'm
head
not
lice,
sure why that makes you embrace lice.
But they wear leather, I think.
Maybe she
They don't-
can't kill the lice. Is that what she's saying?
So that would be more of a.
Maybe inhumane.
I'll tell you.
There are Buddhists that don't want to kill anything. They won't even kill a mosquito.
But they'll kill. Oh, you know, they don't have lice. They shave their heads.
Well,
Smart.
enjoy your
Yeah.
kid's typhus.
Yeah, they get a lot of. Yeah, they have a lot of types over
To
there.
answer your question, huh? Usually when your child gets head lice, you desperately try every method to try and kill them ASAP. But one Australian mom has taken the opposite approach. She doesn't want to harm the lice at all. And her bizarre reasoning will leave you scratching your head. Good job. On kidspot.com. Hold on. According to a concerned parent who wrote in an advice column, her neighbors won't treat her daughter's lice because she's vegan, and vegans don't kill living things.
That's absurd.
That, can you take someone's kids away from that? I could really mean it. And I'm
yeah.
pretty,
You can.
I got a far line. You could be a horrible person and
I will
keep
say,
your kids.
as a mandated DCF reporter, and you can back me up, that would be, I believe you could file on that under neglect.
Yes.
It seems
I
like it,
agree
right?
with
It'd be an easy case. Now, well, you'd ban them from school.
Yeah. Plus, who's going to play with that kid? You know?
I don't know. Have you dealt with that? Like, my wife's a teacher, first grade, so she's in lice
Do you ever see them?
heaven. She's tried to. She's like, come here. She's like peeling my kid's head, and it's like, is that one right there? I'm like, I haven't had hair for the
there's
last
the
30
nits,
years.
but the nits are easy to see. It's like grains of rice.
Wait, is a nit different than lice?
No, so the nits are just the eggs. And then
I don't know
hatch.
anything about it. All I remember is being in the
They
Bartlett
look
school
like-
with some steel comb once a year. Like,
So what?
can you hear this sound? Good. Throw it away.
You haven't had to worry about lice for a long time.
I know, yes.
First they find the nits, those are the eggs, and then the eggs hatch, and you get a head full of.
Then you find the wits.
Yeah, you find
Right on. Sorry. It was bad enough.
They look like little crabs, and they're just running around.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you could like put on your finger and see it?
Yeah, and they can jump. Like,
Oh, I heard they're good.
yeah. So like that kid.
Boom! Right on someone else's head.
Oh yeah, that's how they spread.
Dunk on your head.
Pew, 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 all over the place.
Yeah, we know. We've had a couple lice scares, but never like sleepovers. One of the kids had lice. Dodged it though. Never in high school?
You're lucky. It doesn't really come my way very often.
All right.
That's a good story.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, interesting.
It's Australia.
I told you we were a story short tonight.
I saw a kid. Did you see the story in Canada? The guy who's 35 who needed a kidney transplant and refused to get vaccinated. So he had two brothers that were willing to give up kidneys to save this guy.
Yep.
And so no hospital would allow him to do the transplant plant without the COVID vaccine, and he wouldn't take
But
the COVID
now,
vaccine.
even now,
Yeah, even now.
That was a story in Australia, I remember. It was like a kid doing something crazy.
So
Or
they let the guy was only 35. They let him die.
Oh my God.
And then Canada had the balls to ask the wife, can we harvest his organs?
Oh.
but he's not vaccinated.
It's awesome.
They're like, oh, we're gonna.
It's awesome in a horrific way, right? It's like, you got to be kidding, right?
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Canada's gone.
Canada. How does Canada continue to let Trudeau just run the show like this? Like, I thought the Canadians had some sort
No,
of-
I mean, we always go back to
Some
COVID,
kind
but
of, desire for
90% of
freedom.
the people were completely on board with this. We're down to about 55, but they're still the majority here.
Why, are people like living under a cave? They didn't realize what happened here with COVID? Like, what's going on?
People are masking up again.
Yes. Oh yeah, COVID's back. A new strand.
Oh, I saw they're coming out with the new,
0.5.
they're coming out with a new booster. I saw a commercial.
I don't know. There's a new strand. This one's sending more people to the hospital.
I thought it was COVID the return.
It will be. Well, it's almost election time, so
Yeah, that's
you got a couple more months.
I watched the
24.
regular news for once in a, like, I never watch the regular news.
Don't
And they
watch the
said,
regular news.
oh, there should be a new COVID booster coming out soon. Updated. And I'm sitting there like, people are actually going to do this? Are they all insane? Do you see the Swiss study? So 2 weeks ago,
I've seen all the studies, and it's.
you see the Swiss one?
Which one? The mask or the
The
vaccine?
myocarditis.
Oh my God, it's horrific.
1 in 35 people who get boosted get myocarditis.
And in reality, it's like 1 in
insane.
300,000 in normal life. But it's for young people.
Well, that's what they said, and they're
How
just
young?
wrong.
No, I'm
So
saying
that was working age adults. The young people get it worse.
before the vaccine. Just the numbers.
Oh yeah,
It's horrific.
Deniers. You
unbelievable.
guys are deniers, man.
Deniers,
Speaking of that, our guy, we've mentioned it randomly. I don't know why. Every episode that Rand Paul keeps getting closer and closer to catching Fauci.
It's there. It's there. He's on
He's
the
got him.
doorstep.
He's got him done.
Wait, who'd you say?
Rand Paul.
Yeah.
So he keeps bringing Fauci before their committee. He knows Fauci's lying. Everyone knows Fauci's lying.
Right.
Fauci knows Fauci's lying. He's been lying for the last year and a half. He's been closer and closer, and they've got it. They've got it completely. They've got the emails. They've got Fauci's testimony under oath saying we never did gain of function. And now they have his emails and the messages. Just 100%. Fauci funded it. He funded Wuhan. He
The grant payments,
funded gain of function. He talked about it. Talked about ways to do it and not do it. Everything. It's a smoking gun. Like, he's 100%. He lied in front of Congress.
Guilty. Good.
Guilty.
You should zap him.
Will he actually get charged?
Should make him have his own vaccines.
Yeah, they should.
He lied under oath. Like, is he ever going to get charged?
No, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Him and a bunch of other people should be charged too.
But he's the headline.
Oh, I know. I mean, he's the one who.
I'm saying you got.
Oh, I'm with you. They should throw the book at Fauci. Whatever they can do to punish him.
Saying smoking gun, Fauci, done. Kind of a smoking gun with Biden. Hunter Biden for sure, smoking gun. Biden's almost at a smoking gun level, right?
He's pretty much.
Is he ever going to get charged?
Well, are you going to follow through with anything?
Trump, sorry.
Did you
Block
know-
your ears.
did you guys know-
Trump, with his documents, smoking gun.
Did you guys know-
100% without a doubt.
So I'm curious, right?
Wait, Dennis Kidd met his brother,
The son, oh yeah, the son, yeah.
Big bone.
So I'm curious, right? Because you're more than happy to throw Trump under the bus because of documents, right? Did
I'm
Joe
happy-
Biden not have all these same documents parked next to his Corvette in his garage?
You make me want to vomit. I just said Biden is guilty. Smoking gun.
You're like, he's kind of guilty, but then Trump is absolutely guilty. That's kind of the way you packaged it.
Well, I thought you meant the other.
He had secret. What
I
were the
wasn't sure which
documents?
Biden you meant when you said guilty.
Huh?
What documents did Biden have? I'm not defending him.
I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. Say he's smoking gun with that. That's fine. My point is that
I'm more concerned with the corruption. I don't even care about the documents. The corruption
all three
is
of
what
them.
bothers me.
How many people want them all to go to jail?
I do. I want them all to go to jail.
Trump too.
I'm fine with Trump going to jail.
Good.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Well, but this goes back to
You know what?
you had the Hillary emails. You had the.
She bleached it though. You knew she was guilty, but she
How
destroyed
do you
the
know she
evidence.
bleaches? Okay. I thought you. I wasn't sure what you were going there.
All natural.
Per Bill's request.
Bill West. Can you wear this black dress for me?
No. Who was
She's got to compete, you know.
who was her girl? Who was her girl? She had like a girlfriend, didn't she?
Oh, I don't know.
Girlfriend. The guy, Anthony Weiner's wife,
Oh, yeah, I remember.
What a
her
great name.
Uma.
Sorry,
Uma Abedin. Oh, good dig Biden to me right
Her
there.
name wasn't Uma. You know?
Sorry, we're getting distracted here. All right. So I'll say this, right? We talk about, we want them all to get.
By the way, I just pulled the Han. Sorry.
Stop. Yeah. And anyone that's been appreciating the audio quality of this episode, it's because Han is not scratching like a friggin' DJ over there, and tapping his ring and doing everything. If you listen to the last episode,
I've done.
I apologize. You have not today. That's good.
I'll listen. I'll find out.
All right. You want quick? Not even a war update. Just a quick Russia update. We got to give one. World War III is coming.
You talking about the Wagner group going into from Belarus into Poland?
Part of it. It's going to be fake. Fake World War III is coming.
Fake World War III.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out. Listen, you've seen the last couple episodes. What is happening here? What's going on? It doesn't make sense. Russia needs to just freeze the conflict and get a peace treaty, right? And Ukraine has got to reach the sea. They've got 4 months, essentially. Yeah, they got about 4 months, and then it's winter. And then after the Ukrainian winter, it's high election season in America. And it's not going to be super popular to give, tonight Biden asked for another $12 billion. Mm-hmm. In 5 months, he can't do that anymore. He just can't. Even the people that support Ukraine are like, all right, at some point, you got to end this thing. So Ukraine's got a real narrow window. They got to get to the Sea of Azov, split the Russian army, then they can negotiate. Russia needs to negotiate now. Best way to do it is scare the hell out of people. Best way to scare the people is nukes or World War III. And that's what's happening. Starting in Africa. You followed it all in Niger, what's happening?
Yeah, well, a little bit. The UN peacekeeper that overthrew the government. Former UN peacekeeper.
We talk about our weapons leaking down to Nigeria.
Yes. Yeah. But our old friend Prigozhin and the Wagner Group have a presence in Niger. And they also have a presence in...
Nobody's going to war over Africa, though.
But, no. Well, Africa might actually. Africa is about to send in an army. There's ECOWAS, I think it is. You ever heard of them?
Eco-Lodge?
ECOWAS. I'm digging deep in my brain. It's like the Economic Council of West African States. I forget. It's like a group. It's like a block of like 15 or 20 countries.
Toyotas versus tanks?
No, it's kind of like NATO, but one of them went rogue and the rest of them are going to try to fight them off to take it back.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen in Niger. But the Wagner Group is going to help the coup takers.
So what do you think? You have a proxy war in Africa?
I'm saying there's going to be a fight, and there's going to be a battle, and there's going to be a war there. It won't affect us or our lives, our imports, our exports, our oil prices. Not really. Maybe.
But Africa's been so peaceful for so long.
I know. Yes.
I was going to say, I can't remember the last
So that's going to happen.
Bastion of democracy.
And then you have the Wagner Group in Mali, and they're in Eritrea, and they're in a bunch of countries. And they can just stir up a bunch of shit, which they will. And you're going to say, okay, now you've got a war there. You've got the war in Ukraine. You've got the Wagner Group in Libya. You've got Russians in the Wagner Group in Syria with Hezbollah, who can start, if not a massive war, they can start a battle with Israel, which they will. So you're going to have...
That'd be a bad idea. You don't mess with those guys.
But now they do it every 10 years. It's, it's like, all right, it's decades up. Let's go. I think the last time...
Hezbollah's been pretty chill, haven't they?
Well, they have been, but guess what? Hezbollah owes Russia. They owe Putin. Syria owes Putin. ISIS would have taken out all of Syria and Hezbollah. First, it was the Syrian armies. ISIS smoked them. They brought in, okay, we'll bring in Hezbollah from Iran and Lebanon. And ISIS smoked them. And then the Russians showed up with actual heavy arms. And that's when ISIS said, screw it. We'll head south and take over Mosul in Iraq. But Russia saved them. So they owe them. You got Hezbollah, just, hey, we want you to start some shit with Israel. Just lob a couple. What kind of rockets?
Oh, I forget, but they're easy to make.
Katusha rockets.
Katusha, $800.
We might have to go back into our...
Wait, was it $800? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
DIY.
Great video.
So, you'll have a fight there. You'll have a fight in Africa, in multiple countries. They'll be small, but not important. You'll have the main conflict in Ukraine. And then you'll have whatever Wagner Group's going to do in Belarus with Poland.
I think I said Belarus, but I meant Belarus. You know what I mean?
Same deal. Yeah, it is the same thing. That's what they call themselves. Yeah. So, if that happens, Russia would be fighting NATO without ever fighting NATO. Because NATO's not going to go into Ukraine, but all these other spots, there's going to be fights. And again, people don't read the news. They read the headlines. And your headline is, There's war in 3 different continents right now. It's all because of this war. And Russian propagandists will all push it, and people are going to say, we got to make a deal and just end this. We don't want World War III. World War III is broken up. And again, in reality, it's a fake little stupid war, but that's the best way out for Russia. So that's that. Nice and quick and tight tonight. Fake World War III is coming. It's going to be meant to scare you. And unfortunately, it's probably going to work. So that's that.
It's actually not a bad plan. I mean,
It is a good plan. I'm not, again, this is a theory. This isn't fact,
it makes
but
sense.
I've been trying to, in my head, I'm like, I follow this as close as anybody. I'm,
Well,
like,
if you
I'm
think
looking at
about-
all these pieces. I'm like, what is happening here? I'm like,
May I poke a
I
hole in?
think I've got it.
well,
You can debate it. I'm the only person on earth with this theory, by the way.
the Wagner group doing the training missions and sending the helicopters over into Poland, denying it, the whole thing. Like they're just waiting for one of those.
Yes, and again, Poland has a sneaky, powerful army. They are just waiting to kick the shit out of Belarus. They've been waiting the whole time.
But they can only fight in the daytime.
I'm gonna get the submarines with screen door. I mean, no, it's, have you ever heard of Kaliningrad? It's a little country that's run by Russia, isolated by all NATO
Oh yeah,
countries.
yeah, I know that.
So but the only way to get there is from the Baltic Sea, which is now a NATO lake,
between Poland and the Baltics, right?
or it's fairly close to Belarus, but there's this little strait, which typically, they're all
The
Soviets.
Stumpin Gap, right?
Yes, exactly. They want to start, Wagner guys start trouble there, which starts a war with Poland, which again, they want that. Forget about, who cares? The Russians not going to lose their army they're going to lose the Wagner guys to Poland.
And technically, that's not fighting Russia. So.
Right, but you're right, exactly. So Russia's not actually getting harmed, but now you have NATO fighting Russia, right? And now it's a part of this 5 different things happening at once. You've got other things. You've got Libya. They've got Wagner guys there. They can start trouble there. All these spots. It's all popping up, and everyone's going to say, enough. We want to stop giving money to Ukraine. We want to end this World War III. We want peace. That's Russia's plan.
Let me ask you this.
In my theory.
In your theory, could the Wagner Group thing been staged to get them over to
there?
Belarus to start trouble over there?
No. It's possible.
I mean, he's a country. And
I still don't know what happened. No one knows. Nobody understands what
that
happened.
might have been part of the deal, though.
But Putin came out and said Prigozhin is a villain and a bad guy and a traitor. And he just comes and goes through the country whenever he wants. He's constantly, we can track his flight, his plane. It's constantly in St. Petersburg. He just does whatever he wants. How can you be a traitor to your country, invade your country, and he just does whatever the hell he wants?
The Russians are really good at chaos, aren't they?
Oh, get ready. Chaos is coming. Chaos is a ladder.
That might be,
you know who said that?
But it's not a bad way out, though.
Chaos is a ladder.
Yes. We'll end the show as soon as you answer it.
Give me a minute.
While he thanks everyone, thank you for tuning in. Did I forget anything
Henry
important?
Kissinger.
No. The answer? Littlefinger.
Littlefinger. Okay.
And with that,
Right. I'm thinking about real history.
Did we want to get into ADUs? No, I'm just kidding.
Right, let's spend another half an hour on
chaotic World War
ADU.
III one World War III at a time, please. Next week, all ADUs.
Yeah, right.
No.
Soccer season starts, so I'll see you guys
Oh, Jesus. This is the last show for the next 6 years.
Christmas.
All right.
Christmas.
All right, maybe before that. If Batch ever do a show on the weekends, we could do one.
I can do a show on the weekend.
Good. All right, then we'll do it soon.
Yeah, it just has to be early
Thanks for tuning in. See y'all later.
or
Bye.
late.